Welcome to another edition of From the Bleachers Sports Show. This is your buddy old pal Tom here. Just want to give you my quick, sorry as it went dark here, my quick NWA Powerrr thoughts. This is season 2. I believe this is episode 10 now they're going with. And they entitled it the Villian Effect. And, a lot of things to say about this, coming out of the pay-per-view of Into the Fire, which I think was definitely a good pay-per-view, right? The first thing I want to say about that, too, and then we'll go more into this episode, you're announcing, I just wanted to give you my thoughts. You're announcing already that about in 5 or 6 weeks from your last pay-per-view, you're going to be having another pay-per-view in January. I understand the company needs to make money. But at this stage of where the NWA is, believe me, I'll be the first one to tell you, I am an NWA mark. Is it such a good idea to have pay-per-views every month? Will the fan base buy pay-per-views every month? I know the pay-per-views, you get a deal on the pay-per-views in the sense of if you buy them before a certain date, you get them at a discount. But still, for a new company completely off the ground, just being rebranded, is it a good idea to be already so quickly having pay-per-views every month? Maybe this is just a coincidence, and who knows, maybe after this January pay-per-view, the next pay-per-view might be in April. Who knows? Now again, let me reiterate, I understand the company needs to make money. I just question if it's as if it's wise to do so early just after having your last pay-per-view. Maybe we're jumping into the ocean too quickly. That TV title, speaking of which, right now, with NWA, I like the presentation again, and I'll go into that after watching this week's episode. But they introduced the TV title, and that TV title, beautiful. It's back in NWA, and they're having a tournament to crown a new champion, right? And that champion will be crowned at the upcoming pay-per-view. Give someone a reason. That right there, one selling point as to why you're buying the pay-per-view. Watch who becomes a TV champion. Love it. Love that selling point. Love the emphasis on the TV title. The TV title has a lot of history in the NWA. But you already have the main title, the 10 pounds of gold. You have the national championship. And now you're going with the TV title. I'm sorry. You have the national championship, right? 10 pounds of gold, like I said, and now you're going with the national, with the TV title. Is the roster big enough to have this many belts? And what will be the effect? Will it be positive? How will we juggle the roster? Does that mean that the roster will automatically be expanded? Or, which could only mean new names coming in. Or, and what is the quality of those talents coming into NWA to vie for that title? Will the talent, will the presentation, because of the new talent coming in, will that talent be for the good, for for the better? Will it, for the good, for the bad? Will it change our mind? What are they planning on doing? Do they plan on expanding the roster? I mean, to have 3 titles and a tag title and a women's championship, I just think that your roster needs to be a lot more bigger. I almost think that the less championships, the better. We'll see. As far as this actual episode, again, they reiterated the fact that we will have a TV title tournament. I like how they do this. For every championship, every belt holder holds that title, make sure that the title is seen, or if they're doing an interview, if they're doing commentary, the title is placed on the console where it is visible for everyone to see, showing that this title is prestigious. That TV title, now whether I agree if they need another title on TV, the importance of it was brought out to me. And the fact of, okay, they announced that they would have a tournament to decide who would be the next champion. And one of the names that was in that tournament was a guy like a Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis, who is your world's champion, because he's in the NWA, he holds that championship, that 10 pounds of gold. He also realizes the history, the prestige of this championship, and he is going after it as well. I like that aspect of it. I also like how every single wrestler, it's almost like they all had their quick little promos. It's like, okay, one take type of deal. You're coming up. You're gonna say your little promo. Less is good. Say your promo. Boom. Onto your match, or straight out of your match where your mind is going different directions into the promo. It looks like everything is done in one take. It doesn't look like it is being rehearsed over and over again. It seems like to me it's being done on one take, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Not like where WWE just kind of seems to be doing it over and over again until it's right. So I like that aspect. It seems like all these wrestlers on NWA is able to cut a promo. Eli Drake, Wild Cards, Tim Stormer commentary, Nick Aldis, Ken Anderson, Colt Cabana, Aaron Stevens, all had some type of mic work, some type of promo. Impressive. Good job. Bravo on the promo. Rock and Roll Express, they beat a local jobbers, so to speak. Again, I get it and I don't get it as to why they are tag team champions. But, again, even against the jobbers, they win kind of by luck. And it seems believable. The Rock and Roll Express beat younger guys by a roll-up, and it seems believable to me. So, okay, I mean, I'll take it for what it's worth with the Rock and Roll Express. It seems like the Dawsons, who were to me a clear-cut heel, now are faces. I mean, after reading Shakespeare, in which Aaron Stevens and the question mark made you read Shakespeare because you lost to them, which is a loss that still baffles me. The Dawsons have become, it seems like they're turning them faces already. The Dawsons was supposed to be this mean, gritty, beat-em-up team, and I don't get that. I don't get why it looks like they're changing in face. And if you had any questions, Wild Cards, who I think are a clear-cut heel team, went after the Dawsons and did a number on the Dawsons, actually. So, and just like it too, we already seem to have dissension between Melina and her faction so quickly. I thought this could be built up to be a little bit more, but there seems to be already some type of tension. I'm interested to see where that goes. And I think the main thing of this episode, and I said I never knew if Nick Aldis was heel, if he was face. So goes with James Storm. It was never clear to me, and I could never quite figure it out. Well, he attacked Mama Storm's baby boy, Tim Storm, after Tim Storm said something on commentary that Nick Aldis did not like. He attacked him, and he has now reinforcements with the Wild Cards. And I don't get what exactly is the relationship. There never seemed to be, unless I'm mistaken here, there never seemed to be any type of relationship between the Wild Cards and Nick Aldis. Now, I know we're, 10, 11 episodes in. Of course, you're going to tell me, well, what type of relationship they have to be. It's just an interesting, odd pairing in the sense of, one's a tag team, one's a single competitor, and they really have no type of run-ins with each other. So I'm interested to see where that goes. And now, how can you, and I think this is going to draw out and play out where eventually Tim Storm maybe gets his title opportunity again. I think that's the only clear way that you could go with this. But, the alignment of Wild Cards and all this with Camille now. Camille just completely wiped out Tim Storm. Very interesting to see. Very interesting to see. I like Stu Bennett. On commentary. Very good. Seems very crisp. I like what I heard out of Stu Bennett, and I think this first episode, started off with a bang for the second season. I think it's of the unofficial, official, second season. So it's good. Started off with a bang, and NWA is on a roll, and I definitely liked this past week's episode. So just some of my thoughts there. Hope all is well, guys. Look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.